Well, I don't think I quite caught the end of your question there, Edwin, but let me tell you that after that important meeting with business leaders at the China-Britain Business Forum, the President moved on to the City of London, Britain's financial centre, to give what was a keenly anticipated keynote speech. Now, as you know, the City of London is an area where they are very keen to help China in the internationalization of the Chinese currency, the renminbi. And so the clues that were to be given by the President were being listened to very closely by the 700 or so captains of British industry that were in that Guildhall audience. It wasn't so much the detail that the President put on it, but the mood music, the tone that he took. And that was a very positive tone. He lauded Britain's anticipation of being an open economy, an economy open to China. He used the translation on the word was he hoped that Britain would continue to be an advocate of Britain. Now, maybe there's something lost in translation there, because the theme coming out of the Chinese side is that China wants Britain to be certainly the most open economy in Europe for Chinese inward investment and financial cooperation, but also much more, rather than an advocate, a partner. So the mood music that the President set was important. It certainly went down well among the gathered captains of industry who appreciated it and look forward to working with China more closely in the future.
Well, Richard, I guess the tempo of that mood music is going to change in the next few hours, because it's day 3 of the visit. What's topping the agenda today?
Well, Edwin, as you can see, I'm standing in the Mall once again, standing in the middle of the road, down the Mall here, where just a couple of days ago the President and the British Queen were riding in a gilded carriage together for the ceremonial opening of this state visit. Well, he's back here again today. He won't be riding in a golden carriage this time, but he's coming down to say his formal farewells to the Queen in Buckingham Palace before he will be setting off to Manchester tomorrow. Before he goes, he'll be dropping in on Inmarsat. That is a satellite communications company. In fact, Edwin, it's the company that provides the satellites that take our station around the world. But also, more importantly, it's the same company that helped so effectively in the search for the doomed MH370 flight out of Kuala Lumpur to Beijing. I went down to find out what it was that the President would be saying. Take a look at this report.
It was from here that Inmarsat listened for the last moments of flight MH370 after the plane disappeared from radio and radar communications. The mystery of its fate shortly after takeoff from Malaysia's Kuala Lumpur International Airport never resolved. The President in Beijing was constantly updated on Inmarsat's efforts to track the plane through so-called identification pings.
Those pings, plus a lot of incredible engineering work, allowed us to show the direction of travel of the aircraft, that in fact, amazingly, it flew for more than 7 hours in the direction of Australia. And that was incredible news at the time.
China's relationship with Inmarsat dates back some 3.5 decades. But there are issues of the future that the President will be focusing on while here.
And we have ignition.
A Russian Proton rocket blasts off from Baikonur in Kazakhstan. Its load, a third-generation Global Express platform, which will complete a triangulation of 3 satellites, giving the world its first global network for the delivery of high-speed broadband. The $1.6 billion project means every region on Earth, no matter how remote, will be capable of receiving high-speed computer links, including trains, boats and planes. Particularly important in emergencies, it is also, claims Inmarsat, perfect for China's radical One Belt, One Road trading initiative.
Well, that's the exciting thing about Global Express. It's fully global, it's on the move, and it's 50 megabits per second anywhere to the same device, wherever you take it in the world. It's a fantastic enabler for business and commerce, and therefore a very important component, we believe, in the future export efforts of China.
Among others, China's fishing fleet already uses Inmarsat technology, the hardware for it manufactured in China. Inmarsat executives here will be hoping the visit by Xi Jinping will click on even closer working relations.